Hey everyone, it's Russ Johns, and I am a podcaster, a broadcaster, and produce digital media. Digital media production is what I love to do. So I'm here to help you today understand why you would want to launch your broadcast, share your message. I run a program called Zero to Launch in 4 weeks, and I'm here to share a little bit of information about podcasting and why. Why would you want to produce a podcast? Well, podcasting is a way that you can extend your message, time and space. It's a way that you can get in front of people in their ears when they're, running, exercising, driving to work, laundry, whatever it happens to be. You can extend your message out to the brand. And anytime you have to repeat yourself in front of an audience of any kind, and you can actually do that through audio on demand, allow your audience to listen when they want to listen. And then, podcast your brand out there, your business, your message, your passion, the reason you started. Get that message and that marketing out there and make sure that you have a way that you can extend that message to your audience. And the other reason is building your traffic in your email list and the connection with your target market. Build it in, get a workflow going, give it away, share this information, create value, and be social. Everything that's going on in the world today is social. It's tracking, it's building relationships. And I create this, podcasting made easy, getting started, just doing it. And part of the program is I talk about intros and outros. This is some of the things that we're going to be talking about. The hardware. Some of the equipment is in the palm of your hand. You can start with a smartphone and graduate up. Talk about some of the format and the artwork, the considerations to, catch the audience, make sure that it's there. And the platform description. What are we talking about? Well, podcasting made easy. Spreaker.com. Now, Spreaker is a platform that originated out of Italy, and the developers are doing some amazing things. And this particular platform has allowed me to produce over 1,000 shows in a year, local sports broadcasting on an iPad and some audio interfaces, microphones and different technologies. And so it's incredibly flexible. It's not end all be all. It's not a studio. It's not a recording studio, and it's not 32 channels of amazing mix. However, it gives you all of the elements that you need to podcast your brand, get your message out in the market, and put things in perspective for your target market, your audience, the people that you want to connect with. So you could start an account for free. Just do Spreaker, SPREAKER.com, and sign up, get a list, and think about your brand, think about your website, your message, and some of those things before you start, because you're going to put some, you're going to build your profile, you're going to go in, and you're going to put this in place, and you want it to be right. You want to be able to, not that you can't change it later. However, it's great to have a strategy. So once you get into your account, you connect you can connect a few things, get your personalized URL. And the way it's set up is you can actually have shows with episodes. And if you're doing a business, I suggest you do that. You can also have albums and tracks and a couple of different scenarios. And in the class, we go into all those details. So if you create a show, each show will have episodes. So each show, you can have its own unique brand. It's, icons and images, and you can set up multiple tracks for each show. And so put that down in the back of your mind and kind of noodle it around and decide what you want to do with this. So, you can actually create statistics. After your show gets online and you're up and running and everybody's trying to find you, and you're sharing it on social media, and you get your list going, these numbers will increase. And it's kind of fun to watch it and see what you can do and see where people are coming from. The advantage of Spreaker is that you can actually share it on multiple platforms, and it will extend your brand into audiences that previously have, no way of finding you. And so it's kind of exciting to find out, okay, what resonates with people? How did they get in there? And you can change some of these things in your settings. So you go to the profile and you look at the settings. You have your account name. You can actually have your own personalized URL. So when you're sharing it across other locations, you can have a special account, and you can actually drop this audio files into your WordPress site. Your player can be there, and there's a lot of functionality that you can achieve through a single platform that allow you to do that. Your social, like I said, set up your social feeds that will automatically put in place. You can connect with Facebook. Facebook is a platform that you use a lot in your business. You can actually extend that and put that in place with Facebook. Make it special. Make it original. Make it happen. And so as you're going through this, RSS, custom RSS feeds are now available in Spreaker, which allows you also up to 3 categories. So when you're sending this off to iTunes, it's kind of special. It's very special. So 3 categories. This previously is not necessarily available in a lot of cases. However, in Spreaker, you got it. Bam. It's awesome. And so go through, set up your account. If you have questions, obviously, you can track me down. Track me down on Twitter. Follow me on Facebook. Like my stuff. You know the routine. So here, I got a pro plan because I want to have a little more flexibility, and since I teach and train this stuff, it's good to know and understand what that does. So here's a special thing about Spreaker is the customized apps. You can actually have your own app with your show. So, and it's incredibly cost effective. It's insane. I think Francisco was saying that it's $99. Not too sure. I'll check it out and I'll let you know in the class. So you can't even buy a iOS developer application. It's just insane. They're almost giving this stuff away. So amazing platform. You can run campaigns, and so broadcasting, super simple. With the pro account, you have Sam. You can actually run radio stations out of this if you want to build a directory service. You can actually have, you can actually accept other RSS feeds. The only difference between the accounts is the amount of time you can broadcast and the amount of space you have in storage. So let's get started and look at how to broadcast on Spreaker. You just click the broadcast, and it starts out with your show page where you actually select which show you want to start a new episode on, and just type in a name. Just pick a name. Make it something that your audience would love. There's strategy behind that, and we can talk about that in class, and some of the strategies that you have in place. It'd be great I love that discussion. So, and then pick out some hashtags, categories. This is separate than the categories. This is some elements, hashtags that you can use that associate. So if you're in your insurance, or you're in plumbing, or you're a contractor, you type a relevant, you can have up to 5. And so type something that is associated with something someone would search for. If they're searching, can I talk? If they're searching for this, have them produce a hashtag, or you produce a hashtag that relates to that. And then once you fill that out, you click broadcast, you go next, and it brings up, it says, can I use your mic? And you say yes. And then all of a sudden, there you are. You're involved in the interface. Now on the left-hand side, we'll start off with the mic. You can mute, adjust the volume, etc., etc. If you have an external mic and an audio interface, you can route through that. You can set those up in the settings. It's by default whatever your computer is set to. So just make those settings in advance of broadcasting. And then on the other side, you have effects, and you have also audio files. You can upload your intro and your outro, any sound effects, or say, for instance, you're going to events or you're meeting new people. You can actually broadcast interviews. You collect the interviews, you upload them, and then you bring them into your show at your convenience. It's incredibly flexible. It's incredibly powerful. And so, there's a lot of ways you can record. There's some free ways. There's some, expensive ways, all points in between. And this is one of the things that I've found that's very simple. It's clear cut. So you have the opportunity to bring your audio in, record your audio, and you can produce it live, or you can record it and schedule it. So, like I said, the RSS feed is important. So, wherever you decide to go in and collect that or send it out, it's amazing that the technology exists today, that where you are broadcasting in the palm of your hand. And the program is phenomenal. It's a great way to get involved and engaged in your audience. It's a powerful tool. The average commute is anywhere from 22 to 25 minutes. And so, if you're in a directory where people can hear you and you have a show that resonates with them, or piece of information or education that they want to know or learn, get in a directory. With this platform, you have the reason. The why is that you want to be able to build your community. Podcast your brand, 0 to launch in 4 weeks, and get engaged and involved in this opportunity to be in early. I can help you with podcasting, broadcasting, and digital media production. Russ at russjohns.com. So get after it. Starting is a good thing. And I just want to thank you for the opportunity to be here. And like I said, I just appreciate the opportunity to work with you and your team. So have a great day.